Alright, so it's my first full day back in Texas, and I decided that I'm going to do a vlog about being in Texas, but also trying to stay healthy while I'm traveling, because I know that probably most of the people that will read my blog or like watch YouTube and stuff aren't living in Los Angeles or New York or somewhere where you have like a ton of options. This is where we are in Texas right now. So there aren't really that many options here either. There's like fast food, and then there's just not that many healthy options. So I'm going to show you all what I do when that happens, because it's really, really hard sometimes to work around the food that is normal for this part of Texas. Okay, so I guess I started this trip yesterday. I went to the grocery store with my dad, and I just picked up a bunch of like healthy snacks and stuff for myself. So I got like my dried mango, I got some produce, like some really simple snacks, because my family likes to stock up baked goods and like Doritos, and what else do we have? I wouldn't say that we grew up like being the healthiest people on earth, but we're all really active, so it doesn't really matter. That's what this vlog is going to be mostly about. We're going to go out to my family's ranch, which is like really, really in the middle of nowhere. Like the closest restaurant is like, 20 minutes away, and then that's like a Dairy Queen. So you have to drive like even further to get to anything else. For dinner, my family went to go pick up Chipotle. So I got brown rice, the sofritas, which is the tofu, and it's actually really good. This is the first time I've had it. And then some lettuce, medium salsa, and a little bit of cheese. I know all the words, I've heard them in many voices. Alright, so this morning we came up to the country club to grab some food, and we actually are at the side of the club that's by the pool, which means it's like kind of shittier food, so like fried food, burgers and tenders and all that stuff that you would like eat when you're at the pool. But of course, my family loves this one more than the one you get like the good salmon and salad at, because like that's just what we do. So I got my mom to get me a bunless burger with fruit on the side, no cheese or anything like that. I'm trying to stay away from meat, but like there were no other options with like any kind of protein. Within your eyes, I'm judging but disappointed. I'm not the one I used to be. Got someone else infusing me. Okay, so I just did a run. There's my dad. Are you running with no music in?
Yeah.
It's boring. I just ran some intervals, which means I do like song by song, so usually like 3 minutes or 4 minutes on, 3 minutes off. And I try to run like, keep up a fast pace when I'm running, to wear myself out, and then I walk and then do it again. But I will say, I had some french fries today during lunch, and eating that big like fatty like meat patty, I can like feel it when I'm running. So I'm stopping early because I just feel so heavy and gross. And we're gonna go ahead to eat, which is something I probably don't need to do today, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Oh, so last night, working out, or I guess yesterday, working out, I did some strength like circuits, and those were actually, the specific ones were actually on Healthy Week in My Life video. So I'll link that in this little area. I guess it'll be that area. I don't know, one of these. I'll link that so y'all can see exactly what I was doing there. Oh, that's cool. My dad just closed this on me. So I did that yesterday, and then today I was gonna run. Didn't really go so well. I'm taking my family to the only vegan restaurant we have in Fort Worth. And my sister asked if it was vegan, and I act like I didn't know, but I do know that it is vegan. I gave up. It's like I know what to say, but something's getting in the way. This person that you so admire, now stuck in such a bad attire. I used to eat Wendy's every single night after gymnastics. But we're headed to our ranch in deep East Texas, And there aren't any animals there anymore, so it's not technically a ranch. I've been reminded. My dad had Wendy's with his, would you get hamburger?
Double hamburger, French fries, and a Frosty.
And a Frosty. The rest of the family went to Chick-fil-A, which I cannot eat because the nuggets are breaded. They do have grilled nuggets, but don't like those that much, so I'm gonna go through Starbucks. Okay, so this is not exactly ideal, but I got this gluten-free breakfast sandwich, and I took out the Canadian bacon because it grosses me out. And then I got an almond milk latte. Here we go, into Buc-ee's. They talked about this on My Favorite Murder. They said this is their favorite part about Texas. If y'all are wondering, I'm walking into this Buc-ee's with my Gucci sweatshirt on. Another metaphor for my life. Brisket, pork, sausage, turkey, kolaches, taco sandwiches, everything you could ever want. Alright, I'm gonna grab some water. Eat. I'm gonna grab some of these, because why not?
Brooks, you better get your beaver nuggets immediately. Get your spicy beaver nuggets.
Do it for my own homies, they be back home, still homegrown. Trying hard to get back at it, but no one knows where I'm going. Running around like a jaguar, and now I'm headed back to the tropics. Going hard for my fam, yeah, now I'm headed back with a profit, yeah.
Always one step ahead, but I can't seem to feel a moment. I'll be peeking through doors, every one of them carefully closing. You don't need to tell, I'm out of time.
This is one of my favorite parts out here. Is the back deck is like the prettiest part. East Texas is one of my favorite places to come out to be just like quiet, because we're on some acreage out here, so there really isn't anyone around. We don't even have Wi-Fi actually. Here it's like the bar area, and they're not lit up right now, but he's got a bunch of like the neon signs that are really cool. This fun fact, this is where I first ever drank alcohol with my best friend. We're just real rebellious. Underage drinking is not cool, people, don't do it. Scrambled egg whites for my protein, multigrain, gluten-free bread for my fiber, half an avocado for fat, and then I've got some strawberries right here.
Sit.
There you go. No, we've tried this a lot of times, trust me.
Okay. I got nothing, and I got another nothing. I'm kidding, I got hurt.
So where my family's house is out here is in really deep East Texas, which means it's like an hour from Shreveport, Louisiana, where the rest of my mom's side of the family is. So we're gonna go there tomorrow for lunch. I try to squeeze in a quick workout in the morning if I can, and some work, because we don't have Wi-Fi out here. So for me to work at all, I have to go into the next largest town, which is about 25-30 minutes away. I'm staying in this bedroom that I always have slept in since I was probably like 16. I seriously come in here after like being out and about all day outside or going to town to see some of my friends that live out here, and I always get so dramatic and like lonely in this room. I don't know why, and I start feeling really sorry for myself, and I just did it again. I mean, this has been happening for almost 8 years. I'll be 24 next month, and I'm doing the same thing I did when I was 16. Yeah, I get really emotional and dramatic in this room at night, because you're so alone out here. I don't have Wi-Fi. All my friends are like asleep or like out, and I just am sitting here and just sulking in my loneliness, singleness forever. Isn't that fun? So I'm currently sitting in a hotel room because my mom found like 10 brown recluse spiders.
No, 13.
13 brown recluse spiders.
Adults.
13 adult brown recluse spiders with some babies, 3 scorpions, and a mouse nest under her bed, because my grandparents don't live at that house. Like, it's just like kind of out there, so that bugs find their way in. Not really sure about how the mouse nested. She basically ran out of the house with all of our bags. So we came to the nearest town, which is Longview. It's 30 minutes away, and we are now at the Hampton Inn and Suites. Don't say that on my vlog. I have to cut that out. I'm here because I'm about to get on the Wi-Fi. I'm going to get up in the morning and actually use a real gym instead of my body weight like I was planning on doing.
Trickle into the heart of mine.
The dog comes everywhere that we go.
Because he's the best dog ever. I'm playing with slime, of course.
Yeah, right.
Follow me at Satisfied. 你好，我叫苏本科，我是2岁，我是美国人，我想。
And then I've spent the next 15 minutes trying to push you over to your side of the bed because you won't go over to your side. You're on my side of the bed
Sure.
on that queen bed. And your knee is sticking straight out like you're running.
You know.
Is this when I gave or I gave up? It's like I know what to say, but something's getting in the way. This person that you so admired, now it's stuck in such a bad attire.
On the road.
So the bugs were in here from yesterday, so we've now taken apart everything. I'm going into town to do some work. I'm gonna head into Longview for like a couple hours to just get that done before. There's Lewis on his morning walk. That's it. He works for my grandparents. Sweetest man ever.
Oh my God, oh my God, more money.
I'm back in Fort Worth today. It is Saturday and I'm headed into town. I need to go find something to wear to my friend's wedding shower, and I'm probably gonna grab some coffee soon. And then tonight, calories are gonna be out of the door because I'm going out with my friends. And I don't even care anymore. I've been pretty good this trip, but like I keep just snacking and snacking and snacking. Every single night I was in Hallsville, I ate like at least 4 pieces of toast after I ate food. Marshmallows, oh, so many marshmallows, chocolate, and hummus and crackers. Like I wasn't even hungry. I was just eating this stuff. I'm gonna try to do better today so I don't feel terrible about drinking a ton tomorrow, and then I'll get clean next week because I need to not be so fucking gross, honestly. I feel like most people's hometowns are like this, but seriously, the people that live in Fort Worth, it drives me nuts because everyone goes to like a K through 12 private school most of the time. So you're in a small, teeny little private school, literally for the entirety of your schooling experience. And then people go to TCU, which is in Fort Worth, and then they go like work for their parents or their family friends or something. And then they all get engaged, and then they all marry each other, and then they just stay in Fort Worth, and no one ever goes anywhere else. I'm like, it makes me nauseous. I mean, if that makes you happy, that makes you happy. I've lived in Fort Worth since I was 12, and I was literally like itching to get out so quickly. Like by the time college came around, I was like, fuck this, get me out of here immediately. I went to Texas A&M. And by the second year there, I was like, get me the fuck out of here too. I need to leave. So I went and interned in LA. And then my senior year at A&M, I was fucking so over it. I lived by myself. I didn't see people during the week at all. Like maybe I need to learn to do better where I'm planted, as they say. You know how they say that saying? I don't believe in that at all. If you want to fucking leave, get the fuck out of there immediately and go where you want to go, because I cannot imagine. I love this town so much and I have so much pride in Fort Worth, but like, you gotta leave sometimes, dude. You gotta go do something. Some people go to Dallas, which is like an hour away, which is like the same exact kind of people, the same lifestyle. I just think it's important to go somewhere different, at least for a little bit. It's super uncomfortable and weird, and LA makes me miss home a lot, but there's a lot of things about Los Angeles to me that I just would never have seen that perspective. I've never would have met someone, you know, people like I've met there had I not left. Like it's just so different culturally speaking. It's just, it opens your eyes to something completely different. God, you got to get out.
Used to be, got someone else infusing me. Say, is this when I gave or I gave up?
Emily's married, even though I already said that last time that I saw you and you explained the alpacas.
Hey, Ross Austin!
Nick and Leah are here.
This is the husband.
That's
the one!
I thought there was a picture.
Wait, are you stressed? Me? Me too. The infamous alpacas. They are dressed up as a groom and a bride. My mom just picked me up and now we're going to lunch. She brought me a change of clothes like a solid wing woman. What are you Instagramming, Brooks? Honestly, I'm so mad.
You're actually in a photo in this. You're in 2, I think.
You're cutting half the people off. So before you post any of that, you need to talk to me first.
I had some pretzels last night and I already ate gluten, so my face is gonna swell 10,000. So I'm just gonna eat this popover. It's kind of a fail at being healthy. But this popover with this strawberry butter and then this vegan broth, the most incredible thing in the whole world.
I need Peyton to give me a shout out.
There's a recipe in here.
I need Peyton and Riley to give me a shout out for my slime account.
Okay, give yourself a shout out right now.
Okay, go follow me at Satisfy Slimes and Slimy Repost.
Are there any
And slimy.
But hold on. So I'm getting a new logo. I sold $10 worth of slime. And
Say what?
I need slime followers. Because I need to sell.
Always one step ahead, but I can't seem to feel I'm